Yo, peace. Supreme the Almighty. Back in the building. Welcome to the first episode of the Supreme and Jise show. Just waiting for my brother to hop up in here so we can get the show on the road. Yo, Ben, peace. Hopefully this shit works. Cause my Instagram been acting stupid. So just waiting for old man Jise. You know what I'm saying? Cause old man Jise, man. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Hopefully the homie Jise can hop in here. Hope he ain't fall asleep. Peace and blessings to everybody. Welcome to the first episode of the Supreme and Jise show. Trying to add you in. Jise says I need this shit. This IG shit is crazy.
Yo.
Yo,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you. This shit's crazy.
Yeah, it's weird, yo. Hey, yo. Don't worry about it. I look crazy anyway.
Word.
I'm wondering if anybody that get in can see me, though. You know what I mean? Not that I care if they see me. I'm here to talk, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
Yeah.
like if you see both of us, just let us know, you know what I mean? Yeah,
That was the thing. I think they could see both of us, but we just can't see each other. So I don't know. It's weird.
all right. All right,
Yeah.
what up? Everybody that's in here. Hey, what up? All right, yo, what up, Dirty? What's good? That's my brother Dirty from the Sticks.
Peace,
What's good?
peace,
Yeah, that's my
peace.
ace, man. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you fell asleep, bro. Cause I'm like, yo, Mike, it's 9 o'clock. I'm like, where's he at?
Nah, I just got home. I just got home and had to eat. You know what I mean? And my wife, she had to get on my back. She was like, she's like, yo, get ready, like, you know what I mean? Change your shirt or something. I'm like, yo, they're not gonna see my shirt. But
Yo, I'm dead.
but yo, but yo, what up? Anybody that's here, what up? It doesn't matter if there's one other person here or 50 billion. What up? Thanks for checking in. September 11th, all is all. We here. This is you know what I'm saying? This is our first attempt to get together to, talk to y'all and just chill with y'all, just kick it and just have some real life interaction, you know what I mean? Instead of sending each other memes. Like, you know what I
Word.
mean? Because I know I be sending you memes too, yo. Like videos, whatever it
All
is, bro.
day, all day, all day. Yo, that should be making you be making my day sometimes, bro.
Nah.
Don't like no homo. Like I be
Yo,
having the
that's it,
worst
yo.
day.
Nah, yo, I be feeling those too sometimes, you know what I mean? But yeah, man,
Word,
yo,
yo.
I'm happy to be here, kid. I'm happy to do this. We'll be doing this like every month, hopefully, you know what I'm saying? And we winging it this first time, but I'm trust you, like we're gonna bring you some great things, you know what I mean, moving forward.
Word.
We're gonna base it off of here. Um, but yeah, I'm Jice One for those who don't know, you know what I mean. Supreme up there, he can't even see me. But yeah, I'm pointing at you. This was your cue, bro. I'm
Yeah,
pointing
see,
up. You were supposed to jump in when I pointed at you. You know what
yeah. I missed my cue.
I mean?
No.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. Yo, what up, Swell? Swell, what up?
Peace.
Swell, my brother, arsonist brother, you know what I mean? Today we shared September 11th, 22 years ago, we put out Date
Mm-hmm.
of Birth album as the arsonist. That's my brother for life. That was a great experience. I mean, releasing it on September 11th, I mean, that was kind of like, it was kind of whack. You know what I'm saying? But it made the album later on, years later on, it made it even more special because of what happened when that
Mm.
album dropped. Like we was getting up, I was getting up, getting ready to go do an in-store for the release. You know what I'm saying? So I remember that day. I got up, ready, pumped. I was like, all right, we got another album out. You know what I mean? Let's do it, release day. And then, things happen, and that's kind of like, we were grinding. We weren't like established like Jay-Z. He put out the blueprint that same day, and it was still successful. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And we really, what I mean, we went through a lot with that, right? We toured with the Beatnuts right after that album release, and the whole country was like weird about September 11th. You know what I mean? Everybody was weird. So like there was some shows where people came out, but it was a weird vibe, because it was just like it was crazy. But yeah, I'm just counting my blessings. I'm glad to be here today. You know what I mean? This is Hip Hop 50. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
I don't, man. I'm elated, man. Definitely.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up too. You know what I mean? Congratulations on that 22 years, man. Cause you know what I'm saying? That shit is crazy. I don't even. It's fucking ironic as fuck too, bro. That I picked this day. You know what I mean? Cause
Yeah.
it didn't even fucking register it, so I seen it on the arsonist page, and I was like, damn, it's been, like, oh shit. I'm like, all right.
Nah, yeah, yeah. You know what? Me neither. I'm not gonna lie. Me neither. I was like, I caught it mad late. And just like even the flyer with you, remember we had our own conversation about the flyer. Even that, it was just like I didn't catch that till like later on. I was like, wait a minute, you know what I mean? So stuff like that just makes me feel like, yeah, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So this is it,
Yo, word,
Um,
word,
but
word, man. Yeah, but
but
yeah, I mean, it's just dope being able to do this with you, man. 'Cause, you know what I mean, since the first time I interviewed you way back, you know what I mean, and
yeah, yeah.
fucking, you know what I mean, I knew we was gonna be fair, man, because we just got the
Like,
same fucking comedic, whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean, and just, so I'm glad to be doing this with you, man, because it's like straight up, like we got the same mindset, so yeah, we definitely got a lot to talk about. You got a
yeah,
lot to,
yeah. Oh,
you know what I mean?
definitely. Yo, big up to any soldiers too, all the soldiers. I see we got a soldier in here, you know what I mean? So yeah, salute.
And yeah, peace, Ben, peace to Ben, word,
Oh, DJ
word,
Tech, all right, you gonna be at NY this Thursday. I see you.
nice,
Whatever. I love you too, so yeah. So yeah, what's
word.
up, man? What's up with you? What's up with you?
Well, I figure we backpedal talking about the hip hop 50 and shit. Like, you know what
Ah,
I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, shit. There's a lot to talk about. If you could stay on now,
Oh yeah, there's a
long there.
lot to talk about with that shit. Hopefully,
Yeah,
more the
yeah,
positive notes. 'Cause there's been a lot of chaos on the internet.
yeah. I mean, you know what? Like, I train myself to try to like just see those positive notes about it, but it doesn't mean you ignore, you know what I mean, the whack shit. Um, but definitely, I mean, I know that is more difficult to celebrate and to be happy and jump around. So I choose to try to like put a little more energy into it. But yeah, it doesn't mean I ignore shit. Yeah, there was a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know.
I
But yeah,
mean, even yeah, it's hard to really sit there and like fucking like break it down everything like you know what I mean, especially in one episode. But like
oh
at
yeah,
the end of
yeah,
the
yeah,
But at the end of the day, man, yeah, like I'm glad hip hop came this far. 'Cause I remember as a kid, you know what I mean, you had to be in a certain category with the hip hop shit. Like you had to be with the DMX's, Jay Z's. If you wasn't into that shit, then you was like a nerd or whatever it was. You know what I mean? When you was with the underground units and shit. So I'm glad underground is still pumping the way it's supposed to be. Because you know what I mean, as
hmm
a kid. Being younger, not to make you feel old, but being younger, you know what I mean, the arsonist
yo,
was always
bro,
in the tape deck.
bro, yo, chill out, all right? You was like 4 years younger than me.
In dog years, nigga. In dog years, bro.
Dog, yeah.
You know what I mean? Nah, but I gotta say though, man, like yo, cause I think Pyromaniacs, that shit was like back then when I used to pump that shit, bro, people would just be like, "The fuck is he listening to?" It's like, yo, this shit,
Mm.
it's fucking raw. This is
Yo,
some
me
real
too.
motherfucker.
That's how I listen to our shit too. I be like, yo, what the fuck is this? Like we used to listen to our own shit. I be like, yo, we some wild dudes, man. But
Word,
yo, big
word.
up to all the arsonists, man. All right, those brothers, man. Yeah, it's the most interesting group of dudes I've ever met in my life. You know. So yeah,
Yo,
definitely salute to the arsonists, Creative Juices Music,
mm-hmm.
my aces, my brothers. Yeah, salute to those brothers too. You know, those that's family to me. So means a lot and big up to Soul,
Yo,
my
facts.
wife.
Word.
Yeah,
Shout out to
but
ID, you know what I mean? Alucard and shit. You know what I mean? Sofa King,
yeah,
Helix and
yeah,
shit.
yeah. Sofa King, Helix, everybody, man.
Word. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
you you so all right, let me ask you something. Like like in the 90s, what were early 90s, what were you listening to as far as rap music?
Girl, I was still kind of on the rap is the light shit, naughty by nature shit. You know what I mean?
Uh,
But but more so, I slowly advanced into the underground shit, more technique. But it was always Nas. Nas was always in the fucking tape deck. So it was always
Yeah,
my
yeah,
thing.
definitely. I mean, when Nas dropped, I mean, that dominated like a lot of like early '90s. But I mean, early '90s, that was like the craziest shit. You know what I'm saying? You had Redman, you had Cypress, you had all
Word.
those crazy ass artists like boom, 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 like projects coming out of everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And then you still had, and that's just talking about like those dudes. Then you look at the dudes, the more unknown dudes. You had like mad underground cats that were like blazing trails. You know what I mean? In New York City underground. So shit.
Word.
I mean, early '90s, man. Like that shit is like when I think of hip hop 50, I'm biased because I go to that era, not even the '90s. I'm talking about like that. You know what I mean? That early '90s to mid '90s, like that shit was significant. You know what I mean? To like, it's crazy. Helped shape us. You know what I'm saying? So as people, not just like as artists, but just as
Mhm.
people. You know what I'm saying? It's a crazy time, man. It was really special.
Let me
So
ask
like
you this question. Let me ask you this question, bro. When you was doing the Arsonist album, like, were you listening to anybody else, like any other artist's music, or were you specifically listening to your own and the Arsonist?
nah, I couldn't I mean, I listened to like our joints because I was so hyped when I met the arsonist, but I mean, I know I could speak for myself. Like when I joined the arsonist, I'm again like it was like Nas. You know what I'm saying? Like when I met Kinetic of the arsonist, like he was walking by and we met each other and we started kicking it at a boombox. I remember, and he was the first one to give me a tape of Nas's first album, Illmatic, on cassette. So you know what I'm saying? So
It's
like,
crazy.
yeah, it was that, you know what I'm saying? I was like into MOP. I was into like, like I was into more like the harder street shit, Like I was into that stuff. But like when I met these dudes, it opened up my palette for like rap music. Because when I had never met like such a group of incredible MCs at one time, like together. You know what I'm saying? So like all these dudes, like if you were to ask, I mean, people have asked me back in the '90s, yo, who's your favorite MCs? I would name them arsonist dudes individually. You know what I'm saying? So
Word.
that's how ill those dudes were when I met those dudes. You know what I mean? They were like, and I was like, I didn't want to rap. Those dudes were about it. You know what I'm saying? Like those dudes were about
Yeah.
it. If it wasn't for those dudes telling me like, yo, you ill. They kept telling me, yo, you ill, you ill. I would have never did this on my own, kid. I would have just been like, whatever. Just kept hustling, do my thing. But yeah.
I
But that
definitely, I
would
definitely
so
feel like you was like, you definitely like, you had to have been slept on, bro. Because when I sat there and like broke down some of your lyrics from the older records, bro, I'm like, yo, he's saying some
Oh
fucking
yeah,
shit. He's saying some
yeah,
fucking shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And it's
yeah.
like, it's crazy. It's very crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, like, yo, shout out to Q Unique, man, cause Language Arts off the fucking
Oh
Date of Birth
man.
album.
Oh, yo,
And
it's crazy, yo. Yo, that's one of my favorite cuts. It was one of my
yo,
favorite
word.
cuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, but now, honestly, yo, being that you bringing up Q, yo, we were writing when at that time. You know what I'm saying? Because we had lost two members to while we were making that album. They were just doing their own thing. You know what I'm saying? But we chose to like go at it, and Q, man, Q was writing his ass off for that album. You know what I'm saying? Like Q was really scribing hard for that album, and Language Arts is just like that's just him. That was his personality. You know what I mean? Like that's Q. Like hip hop, martial arts. You know what I'm saying? Like
Word.
alternative. You know what I mean? Like he was always like that. He's always into that. So hey, big up to Q.
Yo, but
Right.
the way you tore down, we be about, bro. Whew, I was like, yo,
Man.
I was like, damn. I'm like, yo, like, cause I know the arsonist mentioned on the page. What's your favorite track off the album? I'm like,
Oh yeah,
that's kind of hard to pinpoint, man. Because like, even though, like you said, the other artists, two of the artists left. Man, like yeah,
yeah.
I always felt like you and Q Unique always had a science too. Like the way y'all was rocking with each other, and even today,
Oh
you
yeah,
guys are
yeah.
still, you know what I mean? So that shit is dope. But like, man, I love the fucking album cover in general too, man. You got the fucking little clay figures and shit.
No,
You got
yo.
Jise with the fluffy ass hair with the clay figure and shit.
Yo, I really look like that. I really look like that back in the day. I was like, yo, but yo, that ain't good. Pick up to Q's mom. She made those, yo. Q's mom. She
That
made
shit is
those shits
dope.
by hand, yo. Like yeah, it's crazy. I still got that shit. My shit all broken up. Like he's losing a leg and shit. Like oh, but yeah,
That
yeah,
shit is
yeah.
crazy. That shit
I
is
mean,
crazy, man.
I mean, look, man, that, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was wild times, yo. Like we was joking earlier. I know you can fucking run circles around me, but you need that hair for them aerodynamics, nigga. You know what I mean?
I
You
know.
float
I
better. You
Yeah.
yo
Yo,
word.
it's just crazy, yo. Because I look at my son now, his hair is like douche, and I look at him, I'm like, yo, I was crazy. I was wilding, because at least he keeps it like, yo, I let that shit rock. Yo, one time it was turning into like two big dreads, bro. You know what I mean? At one point, it was crazy.
Word, man.
Yeah,
And
that shit almost got me locked up for like a whole week one time, yo, my hair. When the judge seen me one time, I was in front of him, he's like, yo, he made me leave the courtroom and come back in. Like,
yo,
yeah, 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 yeah,
I'm dead.
yeah.
I'm fucking dead.
Yo, for real, my hair was a personality of its own back in the day. Yeah, that
Word.
shit.
I ain't go front though. I think one of my homeboys, shout out to him, did my homeboy prompt and shit for back in the days, man. I think he dead ass wanted to. He had the fucking the Jice look. You know what I mean? And I always asked him like, yo, why's your hair out like that, bro? Get it braided. And he's just
Yo,
like, I don't give a fuck, son. Like, and then I see a picture of you. And I say, I was like, yo, fucking twins? Like, what the fuck? Like, yo, y'all look exactly the same with the fucking, his hair was, yeah, like massive, bro. And I'm just like, yo, that shit is crazy.
yeah, the hair shit was crazy, man. Like, it's ill because I was just thinking about when I first cut that shit bald, like, and I was just like, yo, I had like one tear. I was just,
Yeah, I'm just saying he had to have a tear. So, yo,
yeah,
you
yeah.
must have fucking catch some of that hair, put it in a test tube or something, bring
Yo,
it home.
no, nah, and you know what it is? And dudes hate on me because I was just like, yo, he cut his hair bald. He don't even need to cut it bald. I wasn't going bald. Still not. You know what I'm saying? Like I could grow my hair long. You know what I mean? But And I'm like, yo, this dude ain't got to cut his hair. He cut his hair. And I was just like, I even thought of donating it, but I was just like, yo, this ain't good. You know what I mean? My hair wasn't good, bro. It's been through a lot, you know? So,
Yeah, true. But if you would have donated that bread, you would have made mad bread off of that shit, bro.
no, but
Like,
that
yo,
shit was half Brillo. It was like half Brillo and half like straight and like it was mad. Yeah, it's like a nest. You know, the bird do a nest. It was like a nest. You know, by the time I cut
yo,
that shit off, so but
I'm dead.
yeah,
I mean, and imagine
yeah.
somebody walking out the place with your hair attached to them and shit. They'd be like,
Yeah,
yo, that's my hair. Yo, what the fuck?
like yo, that wasn't gonna help nobody, bro. Nobody. It was gonna help anybody.
I'm fucking dead, yo. I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yo.
Nah, but like seriously, and that's a good like yo in the '90s, man. Like it was crazy because not only for rap, but just like '80s and '90s is just for the world.
Mhm.
It was ill. You know what I'm saying? We was in a big transition. You know, we were like digitized. The world was digitizing heavy
Mhm.
between the '80s and '90s. You know what I mean? And then 2000s, and look where we at now. We doing this shit.
Yo. Word.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but shit, we came a
Word.
long way in a short amount of time. So that's why, like, people have different measurements of time. They have a different concept of time. You know what I mean? For me, it felt like it was just yesterday because of the technological advances. You know what I mean? That I've gotten to witness, and and honestly, I joke around like I'm old, but I'm not. This has happened in a short amount of time. You know what I mean? So it's ill, man. I don't hate on it. You know what I'm saying? It has its pros. It definitely has its cons. You know what I mean? But yeah, because the other side of that is like you know when you see people in person, it's weird. It's just like yo, you don't know how to hang out. You don't know what you don't know how to hang out with people like in public. If it's not a party setting, like it'll be like yo, let's go meet at the park, chill. Nah, I didn't even know how to do that. You know what I mean? Like go to chill at the park. For what?
Word.
You know what I mean? I'll show you the park right here. You know what I'm saying? So, oh
Word.
yeah, but same
I gotta
same
say
thing with
though, man. I
yeah,
gotta say though, real quick, bro. Like it's just crazy because you're like one of the humblest dudes, man. And it's just crazy, just knowing everything you went through with your career, and you know what I mean, being like, I mean, you pretty much a celeb. I know you ain't gonna look at yourself like that, or maybe you do, but yo, you a fucking celeb, bro.
shit.
And the fact that you know what I mean, like, let me ask you this question: at that age and being like that big, like, did you ever hear someone bumping your music down the street, around the block, or some shit? Or you like, you know what I mean? Any type of
Yeah,
things like that?
yeah. I mean, it happened. Not a lot though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell you this when we toured because we toured a lot. Like that shit's happened in other places more than here. Like dudes pulling up to the show, blasting the music. You know what I'm saying? Like but nah, and I never, honestly, I can't lie, man. I never really seen myself in that. Like, you know what I mean? Like I said, I did this. It wasn't one of those things that I planned to do it. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in God, it's just it was guided. If you believe that things just happen for a reason, that's really what happened. I look at it now and I know that it meant more. It was more than just about music because at that point in my life, when before I met the arsonist, I was like I was a little ill. You know what I mean? Like, and I didn't really know. You know, we were I was out there. You know, I was out there. I don't know what was gonna happen. You know what I mean? So you know how it is. Here today, gone tomorrow. So, but when I met the arsonist, um, they helped me see other things. You know what I mean? Like you talking about these dudes are dreaming big, and I admired that because I didn't grow up dreaming big. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I didn't grow. I just grew up surviving. That's it. I was always in survival mode. So when I met the arsonist dudes, I got to hang out with dudes that weren't like, thug like dudes, and these dudes were funny. You know what I'm saying? Like I had like I learned how to laugh and shit like around these dudes, like you know what I mean, how to smile. And honestly, I attribute that some of those qualities that I have now as an adult, I attribute to me hanging around those dudes, and you know what I mean, because we were family. We weren't looking for gangs, so we found each other and made something positive out of it. But we all had different individual dreams. Dudes have dreams, you know what I mean? Like, and they differed, but we had one common love for the culture of hip hop and how we came up. You know what I mean? We didn't come from the same neighborhoods. Not all of us. Some of us did, but you know, it was the same shit. We came up in the same kind of neighborhoods, and it just happened like that. So yeah, like when people, I mean, some of the most significant like impacts are the personal ones. When people reach out to me, and you know what I mean, and they're like, "I'm really, yo, you helped me through a tough time," and yo, you listening to your music got me through a tough time, or listening to your music inspired me, and then you see them take off and have success, and you that joy for that means way more than anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like to know that I actually helped somebody's life. I impacted their life in a positive way. You know what I mean? That means everything to me, more than anything. And people that read lyrics, because bro, you can ask any arsonist, they call me the thesaurus, like the human thesaurus, because that's how I used to write. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't like saying shit. Like it just came out that way. Like like instead of saying like the shit hits the fan, I'm gonna say a doodle hitting the thing that cools the room off or something like that. Like I like those like intricacies, or you could like bring it back and be like, oh, what is he talking about? Or figure it out. You know what I mean? But it's mad funny when people are hype on your verses, and they pay attention, but they
Yeah,
still
word.
they they shits is still wrong. And I'm like, I'm like yo, and they be like with confidence, they be like right in front of me. I'm like, I didn't say that. Like that's not what I said. You know what I mean? But
I'm dead.
yeah. But yeah, that's all. That all comes from poetry, man. Because before writing rap, I wrote a lot of poetry. So all I did was make the poetry rhyme. That's all I did, and and that was my kind of poetry. I was very like, that's how I see the world. You know what I mean? I see things, and that's just my perspective, and that's what I'll write. And I used to get like, the dudes used to laugh at me, and Austin is dudes, at first, because I was real serious when I first joined up with the group, and I know that some of them wanted to ask me like, "Yo, what you said?" You know what I mean? But some of them were very like, but they used to ask me sometimes like, "Yo, what you said?" And they'd be like, "Yo, you ill," like. But that was my niche, I like to write like that. It kind of threw a lot of people off. You know what I'm saying? It threw a lot of people like, big up to all European fans. But like a lot of times,
Peace. I don't know what the fuck happened. That shit just straight ended. Like this fucking IG shit, y'all, fucking me up. Word. Now I'm back in it. Oh man, look. Yo, peace, brother. Smiley, the ghetto child. Peace. I don't know why this shit keep.
yo, we got knocked
Yo,
off.
I can see you.
Yo,
What?
but I think they knocked us off.
Yeah, nah, they deaded it, but now I can see you. This shit's weird as fuck.
Yeah, yeah. But we lost all our people in there. So, but
Yeah,
yeah, whatever.
I still got the other episode though. So what I'm gonna do is I'll edit the two. together
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I know, yo, this is tripping. Even when I first tried to come on, that's why I came on a few minutes late because I was like, it wouldn't even let me try to like join, like set, like go into the live. I was just like, huh?
Word.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so
shit's crazy. But now I get to
I
see you,
kept,
brother. I haven't seen you in mad long. You know what I mean? Face to
yeah,
face.
yeah, yeah. You know,
Word.
yeah, that must be weird. It's just like you was on a phone call, like
Yeah, I'm
like
just
just.
looking at myself the whole fucking time. Like, this is mad fucking weird. I like the hat too. I gotta say that. I like the hat, bro. Ah, shit. See, this is what I need. I need to be able to see
Yeah,
people. What the fuck is they doing with this shit? The
yeah,
IG
yeah.
shit.
Yo, what
Yeah.
up to whoever's still here or to whoever just joined?
Peace.
Hey, we
Peace.
got cut off. It's teased, you know what I mean? So definitely.
This
So
shit's crazy.
I forgot where
Yeah,
I left off, but yeah, I was just like, I know you went blank, and I was just like, look, he'll be back. I'm pretty sure he's struggling.
I got yeah, I
like,
got kidnapped. I got
you like
kidnapped. That's
this?
what that shit
Is
is.
it like?
I'm like, what the fuck is
I'm
going
saying,
on here, yo?
yo,
I'm
I
like,
was like, yo, this dude writing an email to IG, like, yo, this is absurd.
oh, you know what, doing? You know what, doing? I was trying to invite people and shit, and this shit was acting mad weird and shit. What the fuck?
Nah, no, yeah, yeah. This coming off
Oh,
very bootleggish, but that's you know what I mean. It's IG's fault.
yeah. Oh, no, it definitely
Yeah,
is, yo. Cause the
nah,
last
we were
interview I
chilling.
had, you know what I mean? The last interview I had, I couldn't see the person. The interview before that, I couldn't see the person. So I don't know what they're doing. I wrote them a long ass note, very, very,
Yeah, yeah,
very particular, and I used some Jise words in there. You know what I mean? Had to be very sophisticated.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Word. You know,
I guess I
add
got
words.
through.
What up?
Peace. Peace to
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
tuned in. Yeah, all fucking yeah, I
No,
think we were just discussing about like you being humble and shit. I mean, pretty
no,
much
yeah,
I think the point was pretty much clear, but yeah, just to touch on that again before we move to the next, I definitely agree with you on touching people's lives and shit, and like that made you feel good about yourself. And the fucking main person to go to that too is fucking Tech One, because like we were saying before, she has a tattoo of y'all,
yeah. Oh
and like that just
no,
goes to show.
she mad cool though. Like that's fan right there. She yeah. Yeah. At first I was just like, yo, she's a hardcore fan, yo. Cause she's just
Wow.
an all around great like person, dude. Like you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like she's dope. You know. I mean, I think yeah, I did. I interviewed her for one of my Tree of Life pictures like video like interviews. I'm gonna pull
oh
that out. I'm
shit,
gonna share that again because I did that a few years ago. But I interviewed her and I asked her about some of the tattoos or whatever. So yeah, look out for that. I'm gonna share that.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely,
as soon as
definitely
I
share
find
that.
it. Yeah,
Definitely,
yeah.
definitely
So
share that.
but
Oh fuck
definitely,
yeah, what were you talking
yeah,
about?
yeah. Oh, yeah. One correction. One thing. I don't necessarily it doesn't necessarily make me feel good about myself, but
Hmm.
I take joy in seeing other people attain joy.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like and then I feel as if that's what that's what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I don't feel like I need any kind of like praise for it, or I don't feel like anyone even needs to know. You know what I'm saying? The only time I will let people know is just to inspire them to do the same thing or to pay it forward. You know what I mean? Because I think that you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm a pain in the ass. Like my wife would tell you. Like I probably drive her crazy most of the time, but you know what I mean. She knows my intentions is like it's wholehearted. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I never like but just that I want to share that with people. I don't want them feeling like if you
I
do
think I
things.
worded it wrong, or you know what I mean? Because like I know exactly what you meant by it. I think I just said it
Man,
wrong, but like
no,
yeah,
no,
because I
but
feel this. I
yo, bro.
now here's the thing too. Us doing this show and you did have the hair. That hair would not fit under that hat. I'm just saying that shit would be
Bro,
all fucking. It would take up the whole fucking camera, and you know.
yo, Yo, apparently you never heard of braids.
Yo, very true. But how often did you get your hair braided as opposed to letting it
Oh,
out?
all right. This is the only bougie moment I had in the arsonist time. I went to a salon and got my shit washed and braided. That shit was like Allen Iverson braids, kid. They were tight. It was tight. But you know what I mean? And I did that like twice, but yeah, I ain't get it braided that much. Because my shit would be fuzzy, like after a day, I hated that. I look like, you know, who wants that?
Yeah, I mean, you never had to worry about wearing a helmet, riding the bike, or nothing. Like you was straight. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? You was protected.
yeah.
You was well protected, yo.
But
Word.
I definitely felt like the hair needed to go because like it it was becoming an identity thing, you know what I mean? And I started
Mm.
like evolving and shit, and I was just like, I mean, I liked the hair, it was cool, but doesn't make me or not make me. And I like a lot of those, a lot of people like, oh, dude, why you cut your hair? And I'm like, yeah, ain't none of your business, man. Like, like it's.
Word.
I'm, I'm a grown man. I cut my hair. You don't go ask you dudes like, hey, why you cut your hair, bro? You know what I mean? It's weird. You
Yo,
just say, hey,
word.
nice cut. Nice cut. You didn't say it's a nice cut, or you say that shit is fucked up. You know what I mean? Either one to your boys. You don't be like, oh, why you cut
Word.
it,
Word.
man? Nah,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
yeah.
it was all good though, because I mean, yeah, like you said, it's not your identity. I mean, at the end of the day, you still a cool brother without it. So I mean, the hair don't
Yeah.
really matter.
I'm like,
I
yo,
mean,
it's not my identity, but you look at my logo, it still got the hairs.
you just fucking read my brain, bro. I'm looking at your logo on my dresser, and I'm like, but now I can't recognize you, no.
And honestly, yo, I only started using that logo because Alu made it. Alu
Hmm.
created the logo, and
Oh.
he had this whole shit. Like he had the list of shapes that it took to make a '90s Jice. Like today, so those are all shapes, and he listed the shapes that it took to make a '90s Jice, and that's why I started using it. You know what I mean? So,
I'm
but
legit looking at it as you saying that, and it
yeah,
makes sense
yeah.
now. I never really, I seen
I'm
the
gonna send
triangles,
you that
but
shit. I'm gonna send you that shit. It's a list of like
yo,
geometrical shapes
that's
that make the
fucking
logo. So
crazy. That is
yeah,
fucking
yeah. Big
crazy.
up to Alucard, yo. Alucard is a real artist, man. Yo,
But
he's crazy, bro.
yeah, he's fucking nasty. He is fucking nasty with the art shit and the fucking
Nasty.
little flicks he be making. Like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And yo, he's a crazy MC, man. Yo,
Word.
Alucard is one of my favorite lyricists, man. He's sick. I mean, some of the
Hmm.
things he goes a little morbid sometimes, but man, such a talented kid, so skilled. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's hard to do songs when when you do a song with like, oh, you gotta come correct. You're like, damn, I
Word.
gotta like, I gotta come after that, So, but yo, I have a question. What was Planet? Yo, wait, what
Planet Rock.
Prolific say?
You talking about the 14 years of rap? I guess the song or the video. Like, you know how he's like Planet Rock.
Oh,
I guess he
oh,
wanted he
oh,
wanted.
oh, yeah, damn. Oh, you saw 14 years of the video, the actual video.
Oh, I guess because in it mentions Planet Rock, so I'm guessing that's what he means. Like,
Uh,
what is that?
I mean, Planet Rock was, it was before me. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Planet Rock was like rock, Planet Rock, don't
Yeah.
stop. You know what I mean? Like that was like my brother's time, but um, yeah, Planet Rock was just like, that was in reference to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like to me, when I use Planet Rock, I was just like, yeah, Planet Rock. That's the world of hip hop. You know what I mean? But I don't refer to it as that now, you know what I mean? But when I was coming up, or like, whenever I mentioned it, that's how I meant it. I can't, I can't say that for the other brothers, but yeah. And I probably interchanged it because I've only, I wrote most of the songs when I was either, I was lit. But
That's the
I'm
only
definitely,
way to explain it. You was
yeah,
lit.
Planet Rock, yeah. But definitely, when I Planet Rock is the word of hip hop to me. I mean, like I said, I don't. Oh yeah, Swell said. I
Yeah.
think we all did. Damn, Swell, yo, y'all remember so much more than me, kid. Cause, yeah,
Yo, I got a question for you and Swell though, since both of y'all are here. Well, did y'all have like any inside lingo with the arsonists, like words that no one else was using but y'all, or anything like that? Like any type of like, you know what I mean?
yeah, but it was like to refer to secret things. You know what I mean? So I can't really say it
Oh
because
yeah, not
then
course not,
then
not
then
that.
you then you ruin it, and then the music's gonna beat me up, nigga. Yo, Swell said I never smoked. So what, nigga? I have, nigga.
Yo, I'm fucking dead.
Swell. One thing about Swell is, now that he's in there, I think he's still in there. Yeah, he ain't leave yet. Yo, Swell, one of the illest dudes. First of all, I've never met someone that made me laugh to the point that I want to throw up. I'm gonna just throw that out there. He's naturally funny. He's not telling jokes. He's just a funny dude. But also, I've never seen a dude with so much energy. This nigga ain't do drugs. He didn't drink. I don't know, bro. Wowing, son. Wow. Like you know what I mean? So it was ill with me as well because he had mad energy and I was like super laid back. I was just like chill, like you know what I mean? But we made it work, and we used to roommate sometimes when we toured. That I was like, yo, why these niggas put me in the room with this dude? Like we don't mix.
Yo,
I was like,
whoa.
but no, but Swell is one of the most incredible people in my life. Like I love Swell. Aside from arsonist, like one of the best dudes I know. You know what I'm saying? Like very genuine. Um, so yeah, I can't complain. Swell's a motivator. You know what I mean? So like, but what you scream on me every day? Yes, Swell. Oh, please stop. I ain't screaming on you. I'm just expressing myself, nigga.
Yo, damn.
Swell, but like Swell just said, like, yo, I used to get frustrated with him. I remember, like, I'm not so long ago, I had to apologize to him for some shit I screamed on him about, like, years back when we were younger. I think it was like at a Wu-Tang show. I think we were opening up for Wu-Tang in Philly or something like that. And I screamed at Swell before we went on stage. No reason, yo. No reason. I was like, "Phil, you grow up." Like,
Yo, damn.
But yeah, Swell, like, Swell's an ill dude, man. Swell's one of the illest dudes. Yeah,
Yo, word. I know how that be though. I know how that be because I used to be that same. You know what I mean? Like very serious and laid back. I ain't want to be bothered with too much shit. So you know what I
yeah.
mean? But then, like you said, I met people that opened me up, got me to be myself, and just fucking, you know what I mean? Let shit, you know what I mean? Yo,
Yo, Swell said he almost got beat up by Wu. Not me, nigga.
yo, yo.
Yo, Swell. Oh shoot! Yeah, we ate their food. That's what happened. We went backstage and we ate Wu-Tang food out there. Cause that happened twice. I know. This one was Wu-Tang's food. And I think it was Method Man that came in. No, it wasn't Method Man. He gave me a blunt that night. I forgot who came in. It was just like, yo, they ate our food. Oh man. Swell, you gotta help me with that one. But yeah, we ate. Yeah,
It was Method Man's
it was
food.
yeah. And he gave me a blunt. he still gave me a blunt after that. He still gave me a
Yo.
blunt after that. Yeah, he was cool about it, but Meth saved us. That's what I'm saying. Meth, I remember Meth being cool. Small, you just reminded me. I did that shit at in L.A. with Gangstar, and I ate the pizza. I forgot. I ate the pizza backstage, and Freddie Fox came in there. Freddie Fox is ill. So I was just like, yo, and Freddie Fox came in, and he was just like, yo, this our pizza? You know, I had that. Yo, this our pizza? He was like DMX's, you know what I mean? I was just like, woo.
Yo.
I was just like, nah. Yeah. Yeah, yo, Swell, good looking, yo. I forgot how that shit went down, yo.
Yo,
I'm over
you
here
got
in
me
the
tearing up right now. Like I can just picture that shit.
hey,
That shit
it's
is crazy. Damn.
yeah. That's his fucking fun times, yo.
Freddie Fox was a big dude too, man. Like
Nah,
yo.
yo, Freddie Fox. Yo, even if he wasn't a big, he's just an intimidating dude in general. And that nigga talk to you like, you know what I mean? Much respect to Freddie Fox. My bad. I was the one who ate the pizza, son.
Yo, I'm dead.
Rest in peace, Guru. Rest in peace, Guru.
That shit is crazy.
Oh man.
So in other words, from what I'm taking from this story is, if you go on tour, don't let Jise eat your food. That's what I'm taking from
Yo,
this kid. Two
that,
different.
yo, now you know what it is, and this has happened before. Like we learn from experience. When you tour and you don't have a label, big budget, you know what I'm saying, and you opening up for like the Roots or something, you gonna go see what food they got. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way I look. That's the way I looked at it. So yeah, but Swell used to eat like 12 eggs in one shot. Nigga, like Swell was a beast. Like if he ate your food, they ain't gonna have food. But
Them niggas got Pizza Hut. Y'all got the around the corner bodega shit.
I think it happened with Camp Low too. I remember the early days. I think they yeah, Swells. He's not even lying. Swell will get anybody hype. He'll get anybody in trouble. But I think Camp Low had KFC or some shit, and we had like a little platter of like cheese, and crackers and shit. And I was
Yo, you
just
sound
like,
mad hurt when you said that, yo. You sounded mad
yeah.
hurt when you just said that. You
Nah,
wanted that chicken.
because it was a defined. This is when the arsonists were like more than 5 members. I think Ching Rock was still down. You know what I mean? Kinetic was still down, and I believe it was Duke. I'm not sure. I know Camp Low came in there. He came in with a cape and shit. You know what I mean? Like a purple cape or some shit. Niggas had KFC, and we had a poo poo platter, yo. Like, you know what I mean? Like a real poo poo platter. But yeah,
Yo,
that's the way
man.
it is, though. Man, but that's the way it is, man. It's hard to like eat healthy on tour. I always thought about, you know what I mean? Like, I used to always kick it with other artists in regards to that. So, I mean, everybody that's still touring now, man, I feel for you because they have to put extra work into like eating right and
Just,
shit. You know what I mean?
just to get food and shit. You know what I mean? 'Cause they get the fucking jelly beans
Oh, they just
minus
eat
the green
mad shit.
ones.
Yeah, just eat mad unhealthy shit. You know what I mean? So, but
Yeah, that's That's those some crazy ass stories, though, man. Damn,
yeah,
damn.
pick up the Method Man.
Yeah, thanks for that blunt.
That's it.
I'm
Yeah.
dead. That's legendary, though, to get past the blunt from Method Man, though. So that's some shit. That's definitely
Oh
some shit.
yeah, that is dope. But he only gave it to me because I think he only gave me the blunt because he told us to leave. See that, and
Shit.
that told me a lot. That showed me a lot about Method Man in that one little moment that you know what I mean, interacted. Was that the dude had a heart? You know what I mean? He felt we eating your food, and he came in. We eating our food. but he kicked us out. But yeah, the other dudes weren't feeling that. You know what I mean? Like he was the cool one. You know, so he said, "Yo, get out of here." It's all right, cool. But shows a lot,
Yo,
man.
that's
Yo,
crazy.
you interact with people now. You know what I mean? Everybody is it's different, man. Everywhere you go, you meet good people, though. You know, it is what it
Oh,
is.
yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you interacted with some great artists and shit. And you know what I mean? You had your own presence. So that's definitely dope, man. I mean, that shit is crazy. Like I said,
Yo, swear, I know we were gonna get beat up, bro. I know we were gonna get fucked up by Wu-Tang. I said it, nigga.
yeah, but it would have been you swelling your hair. I think you guys would have came out on top.
Nah, yo, bro, Wu-Tang was mad big, son.
Your hair was mad big, nigga. Like that shit would have, you know what I mean? Whap whap.
So, and Swell wasn't even that diesel yet. You know what I mean? That was before Swell swelled up. You know what I mean? Or when before Swell learned the swords or some shit. Yo, Swell, you know the swords, right? Ah, whatever.
Yo, man. Yo, but hip hop 50 though, man, it's fucking it's amazing just knowing about that aside from all the other shit like we talking about, man. But like,
Yeah.
you guys are a part of that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you guys are a part of that because you guys did bring. I feel like yo, I honestly feel like you guys brought the humor to the hip hop, and that was a beautiful thing. Honestly, when I listen to all these albums and this and that, everybody's so fucking serious all the time. It's like that shit is cool, but do you really want to listen to that shit all day? Not me. I'm not trying to hear that
Yeah.
all day. So you know what I mean? I ain't going for it. I'll go to work. This is true story shit. I go to work. I throw on the arsonist shit. It makes me feel good. When people sitting there throwing biases at me, get me all fucking pissed off and shit. I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I got my pyromaniacs. I'm good. Yeah, I mean, y'all do what the fuck y'all do. You know what I'm saying? So that's how y'all
Yeah,
touch.
yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I get it. Like shit, I have records like that, that I listen to, like, I'm not gonna mention some of them, but but still.
Why even say that? Yo, this nigga, man.
Yeah, I know. Yo, yeah, they'll be like, yo, he's talking, but he ain't saying it. Like he's getting there, but he ain't saying
You gotta save it for the book.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I still listen to hip hop, rap music. You know what I mean? But not as much. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't listen to it as much. I have a wide range of like taste. Like I can listen to classical, 80s, even 80s pop. I could listen to all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I could, Hector Lavoe. Like I listen to old school salsa. Anything, bro. Neo soul, anything. I listen to anything. Jazz. I love it. I'm heavily into just calm, like ambient shit too. Like I don't really listen to a lot of rap because I'm I'm just being extra careful to you know what I mean, like kind of like ingest. I can listen to things, but it's in moderation. I can't overdo it, like you just said. Like, oh yeah, I don't really always listen to it, but there's certain times that you might want to throw it on. When I'm driving, I like listening to rap music for some reason because I'm chill when I'm driving and listening to rap. But it's not something that I throw on like at home and shit like that. Like you probably hear, Willie Colon, stuff like that. But but I still, when I do listen to it, even new stuff, like I listen to it. I try not to judge things when I first listen to them. It's like movies, man. Like I'm a big movie head. Like I love movies. Like I've watched billions of movies in my lifetime, and I would I would watch a movie, bro. Like, I mean, me and my wife, when we watch them together, we have this 10-minute rule thing. Like, it's just shitty in the first 10 minutes, we cut it. But
Word.
me, when I was coming up, I would watch the whole movie. I watch the whole movie. Like, it has to be super, super shitty for me not to watch the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? Because I always feel like there's got to be something. Like I tried to figure out like where they coming from, like who did the cinematography, or like why did they direct it like this? Is what I
Mm.
mean? Like there's always something. You can't save certain movies, but I do listen to it for its different. I do watch movies for different elements of it. You know what I mean? How great the acting is, or like the character development. It's the same way I listen to music. You know what I mean? I listen to songs, and I try to put myself. You know, I try to listen to where they're coming from. There's certain music that you can't save though. It's just
Yeah.
crappy. It's just crappy. It's just very like manufactured, you know, and you can almost hear the intention of the person who did the song, and it's just like a shitty intention. So yeah, we all critique it different, but I will listen to the whole song if it's not super super crappy. I will listen to it even though I don't like it, just to hear them out. You know what I mean? And it's the same way I would give the same respect to a full album. I would still listen to an album. People don't really listen to full albums in chronological order anymore. You know what I mean? Like song one, transition two, three, four. Like it's not a big. It's not as big as it was before, where you could appreciate the order of an album, like the way you set the songs up, how they blend into each other. Are they cohesive as a body of work together? People, just they put out more quantity. They put out just records as single entities. People
Mm-hmm.
do try to make albums, but they're not. Albums are not popular. You know what I mean? And the new way of making music, it's just not.
A lot of
People's
it's not
attention
substance.
spans.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like it's not substance. It's not like
yeah,
yeah, I agree with you. 'Cause, I mean,
yeah.
not to reference again from the Arsonist album, but if you listen to that, like that's a prime example. Everything kind of like it's like you'll go from one track, it'll blend into the next track. Like a lot of albums
No,
don't do that no more. They don't blend
nah,
anymore. It's just
we put a lot of work into that album order. Like we went through drafts. You know what I'm saying? Like this song's got to go into this one. We made charts. I make charts for any album order I've ever made. I make
mm,
charts because they need to be balanced. So I like to take the songs and put them in categories and be like, balance it out. You can't have like a bunch of these type of songs on one side of the album because it's not balanced. So
mm,
I would like to spread them out. You know what I'm saying? So I like things to be symmetrical like that. After you spread it out and balance it, then you start shifting which ones go. They have their respective places, and then you blend them in. Oh, this song goes with this. If it's a concept album, it's already done. You ain't got to do all that because you do the concept album the way that it's meant to be from the first batch. So yeah,
very
I,
true.
I babbled on right now, bro, but I got it. I got real deep into it.
Nah, but I'm sure people need to. I mean, I'm pretty sure people need to listen to it though, because unfortunately, albums need to have more of that. They need to have that substance. You know what I mean? It's just,
Yeah,
just playing a song, chop it, and throw in
yeah,
another vibe, throw in another vibe. I mean, it
yeah,
could work. It could work for some people, but if it's an album you want to listen to from track A to track, you know
yeah,
what I mean, Z,
yeah, yeah.
whatever, it
Yeah,
has to
it's
have that vibe.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
I feel like the first Arsonist album was like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of albums that I listened to that were like that. Snoop's first album was like that. It was cohesive from track one to the last track. There's a lot of albums that were made like that. Redman's early work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
What the album, you know what I mean? There's a Dark Side, like the Dark Side album, which was slept on. That second Redman album was crazy. The funk, the bass, the bottom on the album is sick. You know what I mean? There's a lot of yeah. Oh, Spot. What up, Spot?
Yo, peace,
Oh
Spot.
man, what's good? What's good, fam? Hope everything's good.
Peace to everybody tuned in too, yo. We appreciate y'all listening to us talk our shit.
Yes, yes, definitely. We appreciate you, and we will be back. So, like, definitely tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your uncle, or whoever you want to tell.
Try to get
You know what I'm saying?
drug dealer, you know what I mean?
Definitely. Yeah, yeah, and eventually we'll start doing some giveaways. You know what I mean? So if you want to come back, uh, me and this dude start working on that. You know what I mean? Which I didn't tell you yet, but yeah, we'll build on that on some giveaway stuff. Uh, yeah. So whoever's in here right now, whoever hears me, come back to the next episode. You know what I'm saying? And we'll hook it up. So yeah,
That.
and that was your public service announcement.
Yo, I'm gonna say it right now. If a hat like that is a free giveaway, I'm pretty sure that would be dope. 'Cause that shit's
Nah,
hot, bro. That
bro,
shit's
this
hot,
is
bro.
not. Yo, I told you, I don't even. Oh shit! You see what just happened?
Yo,
Oh,
just like the first time we interviewed, you slapped the fucking camera and shit.
yo, remember that? And I had to like go down and get it. Hold on, kid.
Yo, I'm dead. I was like, yo, he just slapped the shit off the table and shit. He was that hype.
Yo, it's crazy. Let me plug this shit in real quick. Nah, you can keep talking though. Yeah, I got
Somebody wants
this. I
to.
got this. I
Yo,
got this.
somebody wanted to know
Yo,
if
Mick
there's
Foley.
another.
Get Mick Foley, yeah.
Somebody wanted to know if there's another Jise album
Dog,
you're gonna be working on.
Jise album.
Yeah.
Reggie? Nah, yo, honestly, I have thought about doing another album, but I don't know, man. I'm into collabos right now, man. Like, oh, yo, yo, that's my stabilizer. The battery died.
Yo, I'm dead.
But nah, no, I haven't been working on any album. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't really been in rap mode. I do write, but it's without the intention of putting it out. I mean, if somebody had beats or something, I could definitely throw it on. But I haven't really sat down and like, I want another Jice album. I'm again like I like working with Alu, ID. If any of my anybody that want to work, I'm willing to work. But time is money, so I can't really devote a lot of my time to rap because then I have to devote a lot of time to selling that rap in order to sustain my livelihood. And I'm just being real with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's basically it, So when I write, and if I ever decide that I want to do an album or I hear something that moved me, which by the way, you sent me some beats, right? Those beats are dope. I actually wrote to like two or three of those, but I was just like yeah, but I was just like, I'm not. I think I could do better. So I didn't, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to like, you know what I mean? Like, do something that just sounded like I just wanted to rap over the beat. I want to give it more substance. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm cheating the producer out if I don't do something special on the beat as well. Like even if the producer just wants to get off or wants his name, but like I know what it is to throw like. Unfortunately, I have thrown like one or two throwaway verses out in the past. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good feeling. Is you listen back to it, it's just like you're really disappointed. And I'm like, oh man, why did I do this? Like, but it is what it is. But yo, if anybody want to work, anybody want to throw tracks at me, I listen. If something moves me, I would definitely. We could probably work. But yeah, I'm into collabo stuff, into doing collaborations.
Well, I'm definitely gonna need some Jice verses while we on the subject. Hint, hint, because I definitely need some fire. But I definitely understand about my beats and shit. I know where you come from, kid. Like honestly, I wouldn't want it like that anyways. You know what I mean? 'Cause if you really weren't feeling it, it would make you feel like I'm pushing it by myself anyways. So it wouldn't really,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. It's not even. It doesn't make it. You know what I mean? It doesn't make it a good experience. So
Yeah.
you know, but gotta put this leg up. Hold on. But yeah, but yeah, I still, I still write, like, and honestly, I'm not even being arrogant. I'm still nice. You know what I mean? Like, I can still, like, the time, like, I don't feel like one of those dudes. It's not like sports. You know what I mean? Like, Jordan knew when he was getting old. He
Mm.
couldn't do it no more. Even in his mind, he could play, but his body was just like, that's not the case with me. My body's not. You know what I mean? Like, I can probably scribe to the day that I die and still be nice with it. Like, that's not something you lose, because it's not manufactured. It's just coming from the heart. So whatever. So, like, if you ever see me smiling, and y'all in the cipher, son, and I'm just listening, that's because I'm a fan. I enjoy it. I'm a rap fan. Like, I could sit there. I don't feel like I need to be in the spotlight. I don't feel like I need to be doing the rapping. I like watching other artists get off. You know what I mean? Like, I, I'm not. I was the type to never, never, never put too much energy into getting backstage with artists. With artists that I knew.
Mm.
If I had, you know what I mean? Like, if they put me on the list, that's good. But anybody could tell you that I've never chased anybody to put me on the list. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I'm the
I'd
same. I
rather
know. I
pay.
know.
I'd rather pay. You know what I mean? I've done it with nonfiction. I've gone to nonfiction shows, and and I'll be in the crowd with everybody else, because I don't have to be. I could go back there, but I'm
Word.
a fan. Like, I want to see the show like everybody else see the show. You know what I mean? Because before I ever got on that stage, man, I was a fan. So
That's
yeah,
what's up.
I would always be a fan. You know what I mean? Just, I would always be a fan. I was always like root other people on. You know what I mean? Like if we ever had a show somewhere and we had an opening act, I would always be out there for the opening act in the front. You know what I mean? Even if there were four people there, I'll probably be the fourth person there. That's just how I am.
Word.
Like,
That's real though. That's real. That's how it's supposed to be. You know what I
mm,
mean?
yeah, because you could be on the other side. I performed in front of 3, 4 people. I know how that shit feel, yo. Like, you still gotta put the show on, because, yo, those 3 or 4 people still standing there in an empty ass room, yo. You gotta make that shit worthwhile. You
Word.
gotta still perform, bro. Yeah, you gotta, like, put your heart into. I will slide across that fucking stage like I'm James Brown if there was like one person in the crowd. It's true though. You gotta be willing to do that shit. And I've been on the other side too, like earlier in my career, where, you know what I mean, where I didn't have that confidence. Like, I gained that confidence years later. Before, it was just like you would let that get to you. Like, you go out there, it's nerve wracking because you're expecting people there and there's nobody there. It hasn't happened a lot, but I remember that happening. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And but I learned, like, I watched other people. I'm a student. I watched other people and how they do it, and hey, the show must go on. That's just the way it is. It don't matter. So
Yeah, now I feel you. I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I mean, as long as you get
mhm.
to have some kind of fun out of it, as long as you with the people that you tight with, it don't matter how many people out there. 'Cause even if there wasn't
Yeah,
people, it sucks because you know what I mean you respect this crowd, but if you can take the microphone, hop off the stage, and walk around,
yeah, yeah, and then those people deserve a show. If there's one person there, that I mean, that if anything, that person's probably gonna get a better show. Cause, like, yo, you still there.
wow,
You got balls, bro. You know what I'm saying? You there with your date, son.
fact, the word.
But yeah, like, I don't know. I love that element. Like, I see one thing that's ill that I've been seeing now, like, and it's not just because it's the whole hip hop 50 thing, but and I've been saying this for years. Like a lot of those older heads, like the dudes I grew up on, like Big Daddy Kane, like you know what I mean, Slick Rick, those dudes, they out there, kid. Like yo, they still rock. They still
Word,
rock,
yo,
and they still,
facts.
you know what I'm saying? Like those dudes, yo, man, there's, bro, come on, Big Daddy Kane, dog. Like, come on, man, he still kill it. He'll still go on stage and kill it. I mean, KRS,
Yo,
how could you even have that energy, bro? Like, you know what I mean? KRS, and yeah, like I mean, he gets so hyped that he can't even rap. That's how much energy he still has. Yeah, so like a lot of those like acts, man, they really I've noticed for like this whole hip hop 50, the capitalization of it, like all of it. The older heads came through, even though, bro, a lot of those older heads, LL, you know what I'm saying? Like, come
word.
on, man, like you gotta like really like take your hat off to those dudes. Those dudes like been doing this shit for a long time, and you see Run DMC still go up on stage and still rock. You
That's
know what I
crazy. Yeah,
mean?
it's
Like,
crazy.
yeah, that you gotta take your hat off to those dudes. Those dudes are still like, and it should always be like it's you should always never stop being a student. Never stop being a student, man. Never, because you can learn even from young dudes, even from
Mm-hmm.
newcomers. You know what I'm saying? There's some young
Facts.
dudes that come out here and they're killing it. You know what I mean? They trying to find new innovative ways to do things, and it's ill. And although I might not be into it, I could still recognize talent and passion. You know what I'm saying? And genuine intentions from like certain artists. Like you see a young person, you ain't gotta like it to know it's dope, honestly. I can tell you like, yo, I can listen to a song and be like, yo, that song is dope. That doesn't mean I'm gonna be playing it on my playlist, but you know, I know that it's a dope song. Like, but yeah, you
But
gotta
look,
you gotta like take your hat off, man.
I was
For
gonna
real.
ask you this question, man. Being the way you wrote, you used to write, or you probably still do, because you know what I'm saying. Your bars are very sophisticated. So did you ever feel like you had to dumb it down? Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes when you was recording or you was writing shit.
Uh yeah, yeah, because I've had a lot of experiences with people along the way in my career that that would actually tell me, hey, you're saying too many words,
Mm.
you know what I mean? Or you gotta slow your flow up. Like I'm not gonna say their names, but yeah, like certain DJs, you know what I mean? Like it happens with a few like mixtapes or whatever. They were like, like, yeah, I don't understand what you're saying. Um, but yeah, like early on, I yeah, no, I can't really say that I ever had to dumb it down. Yeah, like most of the time when I would experience people like that, I just keep it moving. It didn't matter who they were. You know what I'm saying? Like
Word, word.
whatever. Like I don't care, man. Like yeah, yeah, I could still love you, bro. Like yeah, you still one of my favorite producers, but whatever. Do you, bro? You know what I mean? Like I've never like felt like I needed to dumb it down or anything. Cause honestly, I was given my dumbed down version anyway. You know what I'm saying? How much more you want me to dumb it down?
Yo,
Like
word.
smarten up, my dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why I
Yo,
gotta dumb it
facts.
down? Come on,
Yo,
bro.
facts.
It's true. Like, yo, like, they listen to some shit that you understand. Then, the world is big. There's a lot of music for everybody. If you don't like mine, yo, that's fine by me. What you eat don't make me shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah, like,
mean,
it
that
doesn't
was kind of y'all
matter.
style though. Like it was kind of y'all style to rap fast because like you know what I mean, you would always be alternating between flows. It was never
Yeah,
like
and
a constant.
yeah, and it was just like, like there was always like, when the crew was bigger, I think it used to be like me and Kinetic most of the time. They used to get those, like, yo, and honestly, it's true. Now that I understand music better, like, you know what I mean, the whole concept of music and the math behind it. Hell yeah, I was off sometimes, but I would jump back on, and that was the whole point. It was like Sadat X. You listen to Sadat X, he had a very unorthodox flow because he
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't
Word.
flow on that. He wouldn't like rhyme on that fourth one. He would like spit the rhyme, it was finished, and then he'd just like make the first bar, the next, line like work. Like he was killing it. And I was just like, oh shit. And that's what made him special. It was his voice and his flow. And it was just like, yo, you can't, it's crazy. Like earlier, I didn't finish saying it, but there's a lot of times where I work with like producers where, this is, when I first started sending verses, which I hate, I don't really do that anymore. I'm glad I don't. But like send verses to like, overseas. So, and then they place it, yo, that shit was a challenge, bro. They couldn't place my shit on beat. They could not place my shit on beat. And I was just like, but, and the thing is like, you know what I mean? And this is what's beautiful about music is that I will send them a reference track on beat. All you have to do is mimic that. But I just think that like people like listen differently. You know what I mean? And some people listen to like the sample, some people listen to the string, some people listen to the kick, the hi-hat, and they'll go on that and they'll ride on that. So I just think that was a case of that. You know what I mean? That my flow was fast, and it was like I would switch flows sometimes, and they would like when they would try to place it, they would try to place the wrong part on beat. It was just like, oh man, crazy, But
That's crazy.
yeah, and it was just like, and from our era, like we, the less the punches, the better. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and
word.
early in the career, like we didn't have the luxury. When I got with arsonists, we didn't have the luxury, bro. There was like 15 of us with a 4-track, bro. You're never
Yo.
gonna have enough tracks. Tracks. You gonna have to like 3 dudes on one track. You just got to leave the space open and try to mix. Yeah.
Yo.
So these new dudes, they get in the booth, bro. I remember, bro, the first time I got into a booth, I cried, my dude, out of frustration. Yo, these new dudes, like, they got it easy, bro. They can like record this shit right on their phone and send it to the studio.
Oh shit.
Back then, like, you know what I mean? Back then, like, I think it's D-Show. I remember D. He's one of those dudes, but like, do it again, do it again, do it again. Yeah, all those dudes, do it again. But yeah, I came up with the ill crew. You know what I mean? Because those dudes, we used to do these danger room ciphers together.
Mm.
Yo, so we had to be sharp because we was always, you know what I mean, like testing each other like that. And danger room, you know what I mean, like shit be ill. It's a lot of voices with a 4-track. So, eh,
Mm.
bro,
Yo, word.
whatever, bro. Like, and it's crazy because later on in my career, when I got to like work in like bigger studios and stuff, and you talk to these engineers and sound engineers, and they tell me stories about big artists, certain artists. I'm not gonna say names, but this big artists, they would be like punching in every line, and you would
Mm.
never know.
That's crazy.
You never
That's
know
crazy.
because, and I'm like, yo, I don't think those mixing engineers got enough credit back then. You know what I mean? Because they made the magic happen. Like you need like take Big Pun for instance. You needed a good engineer to mix Big Pun shit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, when Big Pun came out the gate running, like,
Word.
You know what I mean? You gotta have like you gotta be ill in the studio to mix that dude shit down. You know what I mean?
Word.
Like there ain't no way that he ain't punch in. Like, come on, bro. Like, there's no way.
Word.
But yeah, that's a Big Pun, one of the illest to do it. You know,
Word.
Big Pun came out, man. Yeah, shit, bro. Forget about it. Oh man, I think I first heard Big Pun shit like on, there was this Loud Records put out this like sampler, and it was a sampler with some of the illest shit coming out that year. It was just like, you know what I mean? It was Big Pun, Dead Prez, like it was ill. This whole sampler was ill, you know. And when I first heard that shit, I was just like, Beware came on, and man, shit, yo, we burned that tape up, yo. When we went to Cali, I forgot what we did in Cali, yo. That tape, I'm surprised it didn't pop on that trip to Cali. Cause we used to pump Big Pun to, we didn't care where we went. But yeah, he's one of those artists like him, Cool G Rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, those dudes, man, killer lyricists. So I don't know, man. I love dudes like that. You know, like innovative, different flows. You know, so.
Well, I mean, because also that's why I was asking, like the whole dumb it down shit. Because for those that actually read your lyrics, you do use a lot. You were using a lot of big words. You know what I mean? And I know for most of the people, if you're not obviously if you don't read books and you're not really very educated, some people might get turned off to it. I mean, I gotta say, I don't want to say it that way. I don't want to say it that way. I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
You know, I'm not educated.
I mean,
Yo,
it's just, I grew up reading encyclopedias and reading dictionaries, like so. You know what I mean? I'm from a different world, so yo, so that's what we had to do.
Yeah, the whole set.
I mean,
the Britannica.
You know what I mean?
Britannica.
But like, you know what I mean? You know, and some people, I think that's what turned a lot of people off to cannabis, was because when they hear him using big words, instead of being like, yo, let me go look up what he's doing, they be like, what the fuck's he saying? Nah, I'm cool. You know what I mean? But then if you, like, you know what I mean, for lyricists at your caliber with the stuff you was writing, it's like, I can see some.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. But like, yo, I mean, think about it. Like, listen, like back when I was listening to like Organized Confusion. I mean, come on, man. Those dudes was next level. They were ahead of their time. You know what I'm saying? And even today, now, like, you know what I mean. If you look at Pharaoh's solo career, like he's a scriber, bro. Pharaoh Monch is an ill writer. He's a great writer. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a great writer. I like that shit because it's challenging. I don't know, man. I like to listen, bro. Like, I don't want shit like served to me like the easy way. Like, oh, here, have this. Like, you know what I mean? It's insulting. Like, you know, like just be you. Like don't try to like dumb shit down and stuff like that. I don't even listen to any kind of music like that. I don't. You know, that's what like young pop artists are for. Like, they could do that. They dumb it down, bubblegum. Like, I'm talking about like big people music, like you know what I mean, like adult music, intelligent shit.
Yo, we taking too many shots at people. I'm saying people uneducated. You over here, adult.
No, you on a different level. You're like, yo,
I was there though.
The dumb folk, you know.
I mean, it ain't my fault though. You know what I mean? Like, you come out saying some ill word, who's just like automatically off. It's like, I'm sorry, like I just lost a brain cell listening to what he just said. Like that's how it is.
Yo, bro, did this guy just say institution? And like, yo, That's not a big word,
Yo,
bro. It's just a lot of syllables. You know what I mean? It's like
you'll be
Mississippi.
fucking surprised.
Yeah. It's just like this be at the spelling bee. They don't want you to be like, yo, spell Mississippi or spell Tennessee. You know what I'm
Yo,
talking about, son. You be like, yo, don't tell me to spell Tennessee, yo.
I'm fucking dead. Tell you niggas, yo, spell the word cipher. Be like,
Yeah,
you say the
yeah,
word in every other bar, but you don't know how to spell it.
yeah. You're like, yeah.
Oh,
Don't do that, bro. You know, like, bro.
I mean, it's
But
just crazy.
I
That shit
never
is bad.
I don't really I'm not really biased to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like like I said, I listen to MOP. I mean, I was big MOP fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't nothing that intricate in their verses as far as like vocab, but they're still talented. They know they have the poets. They're poets. They have a way with
Hmm.
words. You know what I'm saying? And they could tell a story. Um, but yeah, I like to read, so I like big words. I don't mind big words. Big words don't scare me unless them shits throw the song off and it's not genuine. Yo, because the '90s underground was full of dudes that were like trying to sound smart. You know what I mean? And these dudes, come on, bro. You know, you wrote that verse with a dictionary next to you. You know what I mean? And you were trying to like, hey, come on. And I remember dudes was using rhyming dictionaries. Stop fronting. Because nobody ever talks about that. Like, there were dudes using rhyming dictionaries. Stop fronting. Like, most of those dudes wrote their rhymes with rhyming dictionaries. So, I mean, it is what it is. But
Hey,
it
word.
was oversaturated with those dudes. Listen to and it was like, yo, come on, man.
And yeah,
Yeah.
you would ask them to use that word in the sentence, and they could not figure out what the hell to say.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah. I mean, but we artists, we don't know. We don't speak the same language. You know what I mean? You tell us to say something in a regular sentence, it's always in rhythm. You know. So it's just like it's like like we don't know how to function like that. Like
Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, word. I mean, and you got them other rappers where it's like they don't know syllables and shit, so they gotta
So,
clap their hands when they rapping and shit. You know, you gotta sound it
yeah.
out.
No, no,
Yeah.
what's ill? I remember having like this is way back in the day, like because this is when people still had writing sessions. You used to
Yeah.
gather up and just write. You know what I mean? And when dudes didn't know how to like count bars, I was just like, "Come on, son, come on, son."
Yo, I'm dead. I'm
Yo,
fucking dead.
nah, it's ill, but I mean, because we didn't come up that way. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like like sometimes you write something, and I know in poetry it's like that. You don't necessarily land on the beat. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't land on the
Mm-hmm.
beat when you finish it. You know, so I understand that. I understand that concept of just like, but I'm talking about dudes not know how to count bars, like beat, like they just be like, wait, what's that? Five? And be like, no, bro. You know what I mean? That's not. So I understand though, but it is what it is.
That's
But what
why
you
it's important. It's important if you're gonna be an MC, if you're gonna be a rapper, to not just sound that street cipher shit. You gotta know how to write. You gotta like learn even the basic principles. You know what I
I
mean? There's levels to this shit.
yeah, if you do, yeah, if you plan to do this and make it your passion, that you like kind of like you're really going in on it. Yeah, you do that. I mean, but that's for anything. You know what I mean? You want to get good at anything, you just practice it more. Just
Hmm.
that's no different. You know what I mean? I can't expect like I haven't been in the studio for a few months. I can't expect like the next time I go in the studio, it's gonna be like a breeze.
Mm.
No, actually, it probably will, cause I'm nice, son. Nah. but,
You
but
better stop.
serious.
You better stop.
Nah,
We're gonna
but
have to get.
serious. You know, you get rusty. You get rusty, bro. You're gonna go in there. You're gonna be like out of breath and shit. Like you're gonna be like, oh, what? Why am I even doing this? You know what I mean? Like I don't want to be here. But
Yo, all you need is Swell in the studio with you. You'll be all right. He'll get you in that zone.
yeah. Swell will get you in that zone, big. But yeah. But like, yo, what you listening to anybody new now? Have you heard anybody like?
Like you mean like currently like new
Yo,
artists?
thinking man, he like,
I mean, because honestly, I don't really think any of these dudes match up to what I've used to listening to. You know what
yeah,
I mean? 'Cause like I said, I'm one of them type of people that I look for sophistication, complexity in hip hop. So
yeah.
when I listen to some of these rappers now, even though it was like that in the '90s, but there was more variety. But it's more like most of these
Yeah,
artists now, it's all about the streets and the drug shit. And it's
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? That's cool. A couple punchlines here and there. I guess it's catchy. But, you know what I mean? If you're going to do it, you might as well do it like Mobb Deep would. You know what I mean? Rap about the street shit, but have something worth bringing to the table. Not the
Yeah,
same shit. But, yeah,
yeah.
just,
I
I don't
mean,
really see it.
yeah, because it doesn't really match. You know, like that was a good example. Mobb Deep, Mobb Deep was a time. You know what I mean? You put Mobb Deep in this time, it doesn't relate because the streets are a little different than that. You know what I mean? They still rugged, but they're not like that. You know, it's a different kind of. So it's not gonna, but there's, you know, I mean, there's,
They had subjects. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like a
yeah,
lot of these street dudes is the same song. Every fucking song is the same beat or it's the same fucking same lyrics. You know what I mean? I'm
yeah,
cooking in the kitchen. I was cooking on the block. It's like, but then you have Mobb Deep
but
bringing it to you where your heart at.
but
Quiet
that's the
Storm.
this guy's the thoughts on West Side Gun Conway. Oh yeah, like those dudes are like street dudes. Like you know what I mean? I don't listen to those dudes like that, but like they have a niche. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, and they have their fans, they have their sound. You know what I mean? But honestly, like it's the same thing over and over. And I'm not even
it's
scared to say
repetitive.
that. Like, yeah, I mean, it's always repetitive. But like, think about it. Um, we say that now, but like, and then like when somebody tries to get innovative, and they get chopped down as well.
Mm.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like,
Hmm.
oh, this shit ain't hip hop. Yeah, I mean, like you gotta like find some kind of like middle ground, like you know what I mean? Like, cause I hear people do that. Like, it'll be like the same dude just be like, yo, this shit is whack. Like, yo, you gotta come with new, innovative shit. Like, and then when somebody does something new and innovative, it's actually good. They're like, yeah, but this shit ain't hip hop though. It's just like, oh man, you gotta figure out what you want. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure, yo, there's so much music in the world. There's no shortage of music, bro.
Hmm.
Like, I don't care. These people could go run around and be like, yo, there's only whack shit. Yo, there's a whole world out there. I think it just takes more work to go look for that shit. You know what I mean? It takes more work to go listen to a lot of shit. And you got to go dig. Like, you used to dig for records, for samples. You got to dig for music just to listen to now. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I want to listen to some new jazz music, like some good jazz, I got to go listen to a bunch of shit until I hear something that I want to hear. And I'm like, oh, this guy is dope. Follow his work. Maybe some people he's affiliated with. And that's just the way it branches off. That's people are, you know, people just, I mean, everything is just lazy now. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, soon you're gonna have people looking for good music through AI. They're just gonna ask an AI generator, be like, "Hey, can you give me some good music?" You're not doing anything yourself anymore. You know what I mean? Like, You might as
I'm
well be
waiting to
spoon
hear
fed.
AI Jice though. I'm waiting to hear AI Jice. Michael Jackson
Yeah.
featuring AI Jice. You know what I mean?
Yo, yo, that
Yeah,
that shit is so out of hand right now. Like, yo, it's crazy.
that shit
It's
is
so
fucking
I
crazy.
yeah, and people were just like really like giving them themselves. Like they're just like, hey man, here. Hey, yeah, yeah. So like they don't want to do anything. I'm like, come on, you don't even want to dice your own vegetables, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Like you don't want to bread your own chicken. You don't want to do nothing. Like you want to buy everything like ready made. You know what I mean? Everybody's
I'm
like a
funny, man.
frozen food fanatic right now. Like with everything, they
Yeah,
want everything served.
I mean, I listen to outside the boundaries. Like I listen to German hip hop. I listen to all different types of hip hop. I don't know what the fuck they're saying, but you know what I mean. It's still a
Yeah,
vibe. It's a vibe. It's saying, you know what I mean. It's
yeah,
like them UK rappers is fucking fire. Like I know a lot of people are not really into, I guess, the accent, but the UK rappers, man, they got some fucking bars. Split Profits. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but yeah,
nah,
Five Life Cipher. Like there's so many like dope UK artists that just spit some fire, some shit you probably wouldn't think they would be spitting. And like, I mean, I heard some more new age rappers, but I mean, like I said, it it sounds like you're hitting the fucking rewind button back to the '90s. A lot of them sound exactly the same to other rappers. I mean, you
yeah,
had Action Bronson at one point; he was dope as fuck, but then he does sound like Ghostface. And then you have other rappers that sound like other rappers, and
yeah.
yeah, it's cool, but you know, unfortunately, if your vocal tone sounds exactly like Method Man, you really can't break out of that
It's
unless you change your whole.
it's gonna yeah, and you know what? And I have to say, like, yo, it's unfortunate, but sooner or later there might be somebody that's just gonna come along and just sound like you, yo. You know what
Unfortunately,
I'm saying? Like, not everybody. You know what I mean? This shit gets recycled. It gets like, but I think that the people, the difference between hip hop and other genres is just hip hop. Like a lot of like, hip hop heads concern themselves with shit dumb shit. You know what I mean? We got a bunch of ageism. We got mad isms in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And it's
or
just, and you look at other like genres of music, and they're just more like, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know what word to put it, but it just seems a little more structured. You know what I mean? As far as like everything is structured. Um, with hip hop, it's just like, oh, it's old heads, new heads, and other music. You don't do that. Like they don't go like that. You don't do that. It's just musicians. Hip hop
pretty
is
much. I
not. It's
mean,
just like, oh yeah, it's this era, it's that era. It's like everybody's just like, oh yeah, it's this, but it's like, yo, stop crying, man. Like, make music, make music. Like
if it
it's just
sounds dope, it's
like,
dope though. You know what I mean? Like it is
and
dope, it's
that,
dope.
and that's the thing, and that's why I go back to what I was saying. Like, always be a student, and I don't say that just like with rap and hip hop, but just in music general, or just like how people carry themselves and how you value, what I mean, your culture. Like you have to put value on it and let it like evolve, and not like do all this like oh well, he's too old, he shouldn't be rapping, or oh, he trying to hang with you. I'm like, yo, like you're not gonna tell fucking Mick Jagger or Elton John, any of those dudes, to stop spitting. I dare you. Like you know what I mean? Like Michael Jackson started his career when he was a little kid. Like he never had a regular job, dude. This is all he did his whole life. And you know what I
Or,
mean? There's no time where he's just like, nobody told Michael like, oh, you get too old to do this. You know what I mean? It's just like nobody's telling anybody. Johnny Cash, you're not gonna tell Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson. You're gonna
or
tell Willie Nelson to stop making music. Like who does that? Oh yeah, rap.
hip hop, yeah, rap,
Hip hop
exactly.
has do that shit. We the only
Unfortunately,
people that do that shit. Only
yeah.
only genre of music that does that. and it's a damn shame. So we could celebrate. Oh yeah, hip hop is it, but what you really celebrating at the same time, yeah, individually we're celebrating our like our perception of hip hop, our perspective of that world, but in all reality, when you say, "Oh, celebrating 50 years of hip hop," what we celebrating is more of a materialization, or you know what I mean, and of how, or like how hip hop got capitalized on,
Mm.
how it's become a multi-billion-dollar, you know what I mean, industry. That's what you're really celebrating, honestly, like in hindsight. You know what I mean? You're not like, yeah, you're throwing some of the like elements in there, you know what I mean? And you're feeling that nostalgic, like, for everybody can jump on and celebrate with you. But the all reality of it, I mean, when you think about like if this genre of music was handled a little better, we wouldn't have so much of that division in it. You know what I mean? Uh,
Yo, facts.
like,
Facts.
yeah, people like, people going at each other, or like it's just stupid.
It's
Uh,
actually hypocritical because you know what
yeah,
I mean for us to, for people to be out here happy 50th birthday and hip hop, but here's the thing about that is a lot of them same people didn't listen to hip hop, even the older shit, to really fully understand it and to fully appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's hypocritical. You can't say that is like that makes no sense. Like you know what I mean? Because it's like me saying happy 50th birthday, but I don't know who KRS-One is, or I don't know who, you know what I mean, Grandmaster Flash. I don't know who Run DMC is. It's like you just like you said, you pretty much just following the bandwagon. It's like watching a team football team you hated your entire life. As soon as that football team wins one Super
yeah,
Bowl, you bandwagoning. Like
yeah, and that's the thing, and like, I mean, even some of the artists I love, like for years and listen to, like, they'll be like, "Oh, happy 50th," and then, and like, 10 minutes later, they're like glorifying, what I mean, like whack shit, like very negative aspects of like inner city life, and like in a way where it's just like, or just like really boastful, like, oh, I'm this rich and that rich, but you just said like happy 50th, and like it just doesn't go together. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then they had the audacity to go, oh, oh, God is good. You're only saying God is good because you're successful and you made millions and millions of dollars off the backs of, you know,
yo,
these fans.
word.
And you know what I'm saying? And honestly, you're not like you're not. I mean, come on, man. Like, I came from you. I don't get into arguments about errors. I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't even concern me. If you want to talk about like the impact that a certain group or a certain artist made on the world, or like, you know what I'm saying, or on my life, yeah, I could talk about that shit all day because I grew up with Public Enemy. You know what I mean? Like, I grew up Public. You ain't got no artists like that. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't listen to nobody that like to that stature, like those dudes are like gutsy and risky, and you know what I mean. And I think about like how brave it was for like Dead Prez to put music out, and some of the content that they were spitting. You know what I mean?
Word.
Or just people that like, even, and I'm gonna say, yeah, even people that just have the balls to like just even like rap about anything that really means something to them, like their faith or anything like that. That's gutsy. You know what I mean? And just take for instance, like, Kanye, when he did Jesus Walks, the shit popped off. But yo, he had a lot of people shitting on him over it. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, regardless of who he is, or who he is now, or what he's done, or the type of person, I don't concern myself with that. But I do know that it's a ballsy thing to do,
Hmm.
regardless of what you know what I'm saying. It's still ballsy. It's still ballsy of people to like put put that shit on the line, or just to be, and I get into these hip hop discussions with people, they have their preferences. Oh yeah, I don't like this dude. I don't like. Everybody does, you know what I mean? But yeah, but you gotta come with like really like legit, intelligent reasons. You can't just not. I mean, we're not in elementary school, bro. Like, you can't just not like people just because you don't like them, bro. Like, it's got to be a reason,
Pretty
something.
much.
Even, yeah, So, I mean, music is music, but I think everything's like that now. Like, all entertainment, everything is just like that. It has a purpose, and the purpose is to make money and to make money off of like repetitiveness, and you know what I mean. You want people to come back. You want those fries from McDonald's. You know them shits ain't real, but you still go back to get them. You know what I mean? It's
Yep. Every
attractive.
time.
Yeah, the packaging. Like I learned all that shit later on in life. Like, everything matters. Like the color schemes on the McDonald's sign, the color schemes that they use. It's just like all this shit wasn't just like a dude in his basement figuring like a graphic designer. No, these are scientists. These are scientists. These are you know what I mean? These people know like how to attract what they want you to buy. You know what I mean? Don't be ignorant, or what they want you to hear or listen to. Algorithms are really like are real. Like
I agree, but I don't agree with the guy creating the McDonald's sign to be a scientist. I agree with
no,
everything else, though.
no, but there's a science behind the
Hmm.
color schemes and the shapes of it. And not the guy that created it, but the knowledge that he used to create it was based off that science. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
he didn't create it, and they'd be like, like, and anybody that's in this chat, you can go look that shit up. Look at like, you know what I mean? There's papers on it, there's articles on it, on how, you know what I mean? Like, these people, you don't just think of a logo, or a shape, or like something, and just put it out and think it's just gonna be successful, or it's gonna attract people. There's sciences behind all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain shapes, placement. When you go to school for graphic design, you learn all that shit. So, placement. You know what I mean? Like, you don't just put it
Well,
anywhere.
I know
So
red's an attractive color, so yeah, for McDonald's instance,
no,
that's a sign, like you said, it
no,
draws you
yeah,
right to it.
yeah. Look it up, and there's other colors that give you different effects. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
There's certain reasons why when you look at commercials for medications and shit like that. You
This
know?
man said FedEx, yo, I'm
Yeah,
fucking dead.
FedEx too. FedEx too. That's what I'm saying. It's true. But hey, man, there's a reason why people keep eating White Castle, bro.
Oh shit! Damn.
You know you want that the 10 snack pack.
Yo, I'm fucking dead. Yeah,
Yo,
and
I
it's a reason.
got
It's a reason they make you travel like fucking state to state just to get to the fucking restaurant.
yo, that's what I'm saying, yo. There's a reason, yo. There's a reason.
We ain't got a White Castle over here. I gotta travel an hour just to get to White Castle. Them motherfuckers doing
Nah,
something right.
yo, an hour?
About an
Damn,
hour.
son. Damn,
Yeah,
yeah, that's heavy. I like 3 blocks
yeah.
away from one of them shits,
You
yo.
lucky ass
Yo,
nigga.
funny thing is, me and my wife don't ever eat from that place, yo. If it was back in the day, yo, I'd be in there, like, you know what I mean? Like, after being out all night, you come home, like, yo, you eat like 15 of them shits, the house smelling like it. Yeah.
Yo, that now you gotta walk around it. You gotta take a whole nother street just to
Yeah,
avoid
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it.
Hey, yo, it's funny, man. When you get older and shit, you're like, you drive by White passing down, and all you could think about is how that shit mess your stomach up. You know what I mean? Be like, yo,
So
I'm not fucking with
facts.
this. Yo, steam grill? Nah, B. That shit used to tear you up, all them onions. Now I know, because you learn what onions do. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's why you would toe up your stomach, you know? But,
So facts. Facts.
yo. Oh, yo, what time is it? Yo, we gotta wrap it up, yo.
You know what I
Yo,
mean? I was having a good
yo,
time. I'm like, oh
my
damn, it's
man,
11
yo.
o'clock. Oh shit.
Yeah.
I
Yo,
lost track. Damn.
fat ass
Um,
Quaco 69. Necro made the best crazy video. Necro. Oh,
uh,
man.
but yo, once again, we appreciate everybody that was tuned in. But you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like first episode and shit, as you seen, we just fucking around and you know what I
Yeah,
mean, giving y'all
yeah.
some info, some dope stories by the way. A lot of fun stories. I love the stories,
Yeah,
man. Y'all, you and
definitely,
Swell had
yo.
me rolling. But yeah, we definitely gonna do this again. Just trying to figure out when. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. We'll come up with the time and we let everybody know and again I'm gonna come with some like some ill shit, you know what I mean, next time we meet up or whatever. So definitely everybody thank you. Um check in on us, we'll check in on you, whatever, we respond. Whatever you have some ideas, feel free to share, you know.
word.
Um and good night everybody. I'll see you next time.
Word. Make sure to follow Jace. Make sure to follow me for any upcoming shows and whatnot. And you know what I mean? We'll tag each other. We tag whoever
Yeah,
wants to be tagged so
yeah.
you can push the word. And we're gonna try to get this on YouTube and all that, et cetera, et cetera. Man, we hope you had a good night though. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Keep the smiles rolling. You know what I mean? Keep the
Yeah,
jokes rolling. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And make the rest of your week a pleasant one.
yeah, yeah.
But much love.
Come on. Hi, yo.
Much love, yo. All right,
Hi,
brother.
hi. Peace, yo.
Peace.